All right, y'all. This is another YouTube video for y'all. We're gonna break down some plays here, and I'm gonna introduce y'all to the tool that I use to help me find my plays. So I just got a code with them, so I'll be able to share that with y'all and get you a little discount on your first month. So as you see here, it's called DG Fantasy. I'll show you all the app in a second here. Well, it's not an app, but it's online. I'll show you all the website, what it looks like, how you can find plays, stuff like that, how I find them. But yeah, if you want to download the apps I'm using, this is Dabble. This is the main app I use. And then Vivid Picks is another app that I use that's really good. Code morrisbros for both. For Vivid Picks, make sure you do it all lowercase. And then for Dabble, it doesn't really matter. But code morrisbros for both. Dabble is going to give you a free $10 whenever you sign up with code morrisbros, and Vivid Picks is going to give you a deposit match up to $250 and a $25 protected play. If you use our Vivid Picks code, shoot me a DM on Instagram of proof that you made a $5 deposit or more. I will get you a free month of premium, and you'll be entered into our March Madness bracket challenge. It's a $500 bracket challenge. First place gets $300, second place gets $150. Third place gets $50. It's just a little fun bracket challenge I do every year for my members. But you get it if you use our code morrisbros on Vivid Picks. They'll also give you a deposit match, like I said, and a protected play. And you get a free month premium. So a lot of benefits there. If you use our code on Dabble, still shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll give you a free week of premium, but that's it. You don't get the March Madness. So if you want to download both, use code morrisbros, get yourself free money, a deposit bonus, and a protected play, and all the benefits that come with it from myself. Go ahead and do that, and then just shoot us a DM on Instagram. But the DG Fantasy code, like y'all see in a second whenever I use the website, same thing, code morrisbros. They're going to give you 25% off your first month. Pretty good deal there. I think it's well worth your money. You'll probably make it back in the first 2 to 3 days if you do it right and do the strategies that I tell y'all to do. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is what DG Fantasy looks like. I'll link the website below, so you can just click there, get signed up, use code morrisbros, save yourself 25% on whatever you want. Hang on. They have a bunch of different packages. The one that I'm using right now is the DFS Optimizer. So they have like prize picks and stuff like that on here, but they have really any app that you could think of on here. So they have like Underdog, they have Parlay Play, Better Picks, Dabble, DraftKings Pick 6, Fliff, Hot Streak, No Vig. They have like literally everything and anything that you could think of. Vivid Picks is even on here, so you can see the value that you're looking for is pretty good. They just make things way easier to find value, which I think is really, really helpful and saves me a ton of time. Like I said, most of the time I don't even watch the actual games themselves. So like everyone thinks ball knowledge is important. It's really not. It doesn't really help you a ton with gambling, because at the end of the day, it's all based off percentages, and that's where DG makes it really easy to use and helpful. So what I do, and what I've shown y'all before in other videos, is on Dabble. This is a random, don't put this in, by the way. This is just a random thing I'm showing y'all. So Dabble's going to give you 6x for a 3-man. So that's profitable long term. You want the 6x's, and I'll show you how to make sure they're profitable. And then the other one that's profitable is 5-mans for 20x. So you want to be doing 3-mans and 5-mans on Dabble to be profitable. And you have to look for certain lines on DG Fantasy to make sure that you're going to be profitable long term. And those lines are going to be minus 130 or better. So let me see if I can find an example. I like to use this Pinnacle, the Pinnacle one. So you can filter it by Pinnacle lines if you want. But this first one right here, I don't know if it's the navy blue P. That's what I'm looking at. That's the main lines that I care about and that I trust, because they're the best sportsbook by far when it comes to line setting. So like Cam Thomas here holds value at minus 131. I would say Giddey holds value here, but the line on Pinnacle 17.5, and he's at 17 on Dabble, so I wouldn't really look for that as value. Let's see if I can find a good example for y'all. So like this Trey Young one, it has value because it's only at 11 on Dabble, but it's 11.5 on Pinnacle, even though it's plus 100. If you take the odds down to 11, that gives you push equity. So it makes it worth it. I would take, I already took Trey Young today, so his assist being there is a good one. But Josh Hart here, we took his PRA at 27.5 earlier. It's bumped to 28 now on Dabble, as you can see. So I'm trying to find y'all a good example, and we'll make a slip here so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. So like Trey Murphy, perfect example. You're getting minus 137 for his under 4.5 assists. So we would come over here to Dabble. We would go over to Trey Murphy's assist and take under. I know he's been going over. Don't really look at the last 5. That doesn't help you out long term. I'm telling you. You'll start to notice if you actually, even if you just want to like, what is that called? Experiment with it and see if I'm lying to you. Just take the lines regardless of what you might think in your brain. If the sports books are telling you one thing, just try it out, take the lines, and see what happens, because I promise you it'll work and you'll profit long term. So like I just took Martin Yekas here, over 2.5 shots on goal. He's minus 150 on Pinnacle, so that's a steal. We're getting really, really good odds there in our favor. You can be lenient sometimes, so if you can find like a minus 150 and then you want to take like a minus 127, the odds are still in your favor there since you just got a minus 150. So taking Tatum here isn't a bad look for his rebounds. I already took that as well. I do like this Worcestershire points line because it's at 13 on Dabble and it's favored over 13.5 on the sports books. So that's a good line to take. So if you wanted to come over here and go to Worcestershire's points at 13. I don't know what the hell just happened to my other lines that we had. So like taking this as a 3-man here would be a good one. Let me go put the last guy in that we just had. Yekas. All right, so this is like a good 3-man here. This has all the value that we want. Worcestershire is minus 132 to go over 13.5, and we're getting him at 13, which gives us push equity, which is even better. Trey Murphy's minus 137 to go under 4.5 assists, which is great. And then Yekas is minus 150 to go over 2.5 shots on goal. So great value here. So this is a good 3-man if you want to put that in. You can. And like I said, man, you don't have to get DG. You can always just keep watching my videos, and you can watch my videos even if you do get DG. But I'm just showing y'all and trying to help y'all out for your own process and making slips, because I want everybody to be profitable and make money doing this instead of donating, because I hate these apps. I don't hate these apps, but man, they just try to rob people, and I don't like that. So I think trying to make y'all more profitable sports bettors would help my conscience, but also make things easier for y'all, which I want. So like Franz Wagner over 36 PRA is good because it's at 36.5 on the book, so you're getting 0.5 of value. You could take, let's see, I'm not seeing a whole lot of good. And make sure you don't have to sit on here and refresh the entire day. If you come back, every hour, see what lines are good, refresh the page a couple times, scroll through, and then get off of it. If you don't see anything, that's fine. You don't have to make slips all day, every day, obviously, but it's definitely cool to scroll through. And like I said, you can go to different apps. You can go over here to Vivid, see what they have on their board, what's valuable. So a Josh Hart's rebounds assist at 14.5 has value. Buzelis's PR has value at 17.5. He's at 18.5 on DraftKings already. Josh Hart's PR is good at 22.5 because he's at 23.5 on FanDuel already. So just kind of scroll through, experiment with it. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on Instagram or comment on the YouTube video. Sengun over 20.5 points is good on Vivid. So there's a lot of good value out there, and this makes it really, really easy to find. And I would have shown y'all this earlier, but I was waiting to get a code with them so I could save y'all money, and also so scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of thing. So obviously, whenever you sign up, getting 25% off, that helps you, but it also helps me. So if you want to get on DG, make sure you download it, or not download it, just go to the DG Fantasy website. It'll be linked below, and you can get signed up with code morrisbros, save yourself 25%, and then you can try it out for that month. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to find y'all other plays that I took. I took Halliburton's assist earlier at 10. Good matchup for him. He's been good in the past against them. We took Curry under 26.5 earlier. He's at 26 now. I still like that under. We mentioned Tatum's rebounds. If you want to go to his rebounds at 8.5, that's cool. So maybe take this as a 3-man. Let's see. I know we liked Luca earlier as well. Yeah, Luca's bumped to hell. We got him at 27 points earlier, and we also got him at 7.5 assists, so he's bumped everywhere. But he had good value earlier, which DG Fantasy helped me find. So like I'm telling you, it's pretty good app and it helps. So like I know I saw Tari Eason earlier. If you want to take his 11.5 points, that's good. And then we can scroll through like college basketball, see if anything's here. Oh, and that's another thing on DG. If you want to like have a certain sport, you can come over here to this button. I don't know if y'all can. It's right next to the notification bell. But you can select which sports you want. So you can take off NBA and all these other sports. So sometimes I'll take off NBA just to see if there's any value in college basketball or NHL. And as you see right here, you got Baba Miller for 5.5 rebounds is favored. So we can come over here to college basketball, find Florida. Where are they? Who does he play for? Oh, yeah. So you can take his 5.5 rebounds over, and then come back over here, and let's see. There's Martin Yekas again. Bobrovsky saves has good value, so you could come over here to NHL, go to the Florida Panthers, and click Bobrovsky saves for more. And then we'll need one more to make it a profitable slip. So you could take Valerie Nichushkin if you wanted, or Evan Bouchard, or Cole Caulfield has some pretty good value, 2.5 shots on goal. He's a stud. I don't know who they're playing today, though. They're playing the Oilers, so that's probably not a good bet, honestly. The Oilers don't allow a ton of shots on goal. So like I said, you just kind of, ball knowledge helps a little bit, but at the end of the day, the odds are what matters the most, but it doesn't hurt to have some ball knowledge. So Zach Hyman for 2.5 shots on goal is a good play here. It keeps resetting. So let's get this fixed. Baba Miller. And then we said Bobrovsky. Sergei Bobrovsky. Where's he at? Here he is. All right, so this is another good 3-man. So this is 6x, profitable long term. So if you just stick to it, I try to place about 6 to 7 slips a day. Maybe 5 3-mans and then 1 to 2 20x's. So that's what I've been doing. It's been going well over the last 2 months. So I'm trying to help y'all out as well, so you can make your process easier. And this saves you a ton of time, because I know a lot of y'all have work or whatever. And I know that y'all watch my videos to save yourself time, but this will also save yourself time if you want to make your own slips. So, and like I said, you can come over here, click a different sport, NBA. So Amin Thompson's rebounds assists, great line. Josh Hart's rebounds assist, great line. Cam Thomas, PRA, good line. Even Siakam here, 30 PRs, pretty good line. Let's see. Tari Eason, points assist. I would take that. But yeah, y'all get the gist of it. Quentin Grimes, I just saw him somewhere right here, 26.5 PRA. Looks good because he's at 27.5 on most books. Even though Pinnacle says 26.5, I would probably still take this over at... I would still take this over at 26.5, even though Pinnacle has him at minus 123, because he's at 27.5 on other books. So that tells me that they think he's going to go over 26.5. So it's all based off percentages. Like I said, man, y'all can't think about it as a daily grind. It's more of a long-term grind, monthly, yearly. Have a goal, set yourself out for what you want to make in a month, and just stick to the process, stick to a unit. Bet the same amount on every single slip, no matter what. And you'll end up making money long term, I promise you. You just got to stick to it and trust the process, because sometimes you will lose even doing this. Even if you find value, you're going to lose sometimes, because that's just gambling. That's the way it goes. But that's pretty much my process. I gave you a couple free plays, couple free slips there, just some ideas to poke at. But if you want to sign up on DG Fantasy, use code morrisbros, save yourself 25% on your first month. I'll have it linked below. I'll also have the Vivid Picks link below, Dabble link below, code morrisbros for everything. Remember, if you use our code on Dabble or Vivid, send us a DM on Instagram of proof. We'll get you set up for a free week if you use our code on Dabble, a free month if you use our code on Vivid, and we'll also get you entered into the March Madness Bracket Challenge if you use our code on Vivid. But that's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate y'all watching, and we will see y'all in the next one. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or you can always DM me on Instagram at morrisbros sports.